My name's Tom Hunt.
How was that for you?
As a biologist, survivalist, and all-round adventurer, I've always been fascinated by the astonishing physical and mental abilities of the human body.
978 divided by 7. 139.7142857142.
So I'm on a mission to track down these extraordinary people, redefining the limits of human physiology.
That's over 12 minutes now. This is unreal.
I'll call in experts to try and uncover what lies behind their skills.
Have you ever sim results like that before?
I have not.
My goal is to find out exactly what it takes to be an extraordinary human.
Amazing. So on this leg of my journey, I've come to the UK.
And I'm here to track down a man whose super fast reactions
Are entirely unique.
Anthony Kelly is a real-life ninja,
The power of the ninja.
capable of catching projectiles faster than the eye can see.
This is legit. Whoa!
It's said he has the fastest reactions on the planet. I'll be employing the help of experts
I think that's just amazing. I've just never seen anything like it.
and cutting-edge tech to find out,
Are his super speed abilities down to genetics or years of training?
Put your left foot forward.
I've come to meet Anthony at a martial arts training session he's running for some sports
Back to that
students.
central position. Let's try that again. Put it nice and fast. Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. I'm Tom.
G'day, Tom. I'm Anthony Kelly.
I want to see you in action.
Okay, my pleasure. Okay, well, this is a tennis ball machine.
Yeah.
And I use it, well, to set some world records. I have the record for catching the most tennis balls in 1 minute and at 1 hour, and that's a minimum speed of 100 kilometres per hour, 62 mile an hour.
Wow. Okay.
So I would like you to have a little go, and so you can get into my
right.
world.
Okay, well, I play cricket, so
Yeah, okay.
I might think I could be okay at this, but
Yeah.
that sounds pretty quick to me. Right.
You ready, my friend? Well, we'll go and stand over here.
Okay, right, you do a quick demo
Okay.
first, and this is at what speed?
This is at only 40 miles per hour. So you stand in the ready position.
Yeah. With the pitching cannon a mere 20 feet away, the ball will reach Anthony in just a quarter of a second.
And then just like, and catch hold of the
Just
ball.
like that.
Just,
right,
okay, let's have a go.
Right, okay. Come on, cricket skills. It's going to be about here. Go. Oh! Oh my God, this is... Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go a bit faster then. See how I can handle the pressure.
Pure fluke. Right.
60 miles per hour.
60 miles per hour.
I now have just a fifth of a second to catch the ball. Oh, God.
Don't hurt your
Scares the
fingers.
life out of
Open
you.
up your hands.
Oh, man, this is difficult.
Okay. Rapid fire. Let's do 3 at a time.
Oh, Christ.
Fast.
Scares
Head
the
up,
life
head up.
out
Come
of
on,
you.
Tom. What are you doing? Okay. So you can imagine doing that. Well, you can't for 1 hour. And,
man.
And it goes, you know. And
God, it scares the life out of you every time it
Yeah.
comes out. Right, I want to see you in action now.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it for you at 100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour, right. We might need to stand back a little bit for this.
So
Are you sure you're good with this?
I'm keen.
The ball will now reach Anthony in just an eighth of a second. It's incredible, even at this mind-blowing speed, he's still making catches.
far out. Yeah.
A 100 miles an hour.
Let's do 120. I think it's the least I can do for you and for the students here at St. Mark's and John's.
If you're sure.
Let's have a go, 120.
Anthony will now have just 1/9 of a second to catch the ball.
Potentially, I just broke my world record.
That is nothing short of... It's ridiculous. It's phenomenal. After what I have just seen, I need to know more. Fancy sitting down and having a chat?
It will be my pleasure.
All right, sweet.
Good one. Let's go. I'm hungry and I'm sore. Have you got any ice out the back?
So, Anthony, where does this all start?
Well, my life was quite typical for an Australian bush kid, having 5 older brothers in the 70s and going to a Catholic school. It was a never-ending cycle of violence. I would get the cane at school and I'd get the belt because I got the cane at school off Dad, and then my brothers would be bashing me, and then the bullies at the bus stop would be picking on me, and it was, what's going on here? All I want to do is just go to school. So then I started to learn how to fight and really got interested in it, and I'll never forget when I was quite young.
Just purely to defend yourself?
Well, yeah, to survive, you know. I started full-time doing martial arts when I was 16, and now after 15 black belts in different styles and training.
15 black belts?
Yeah.
Most people would spend a lifetime trying to get one. That is fitting 10 lifetimes into one. So it seems like all of your records are about speed and accuracy.
Every movement we make is controlled by our body's most powerful and complex organ, the brain. It begins as a sequence of electrical signals produced by the brain, which are then carried by specialized cells called motor neurons. They travel at speeds up to 268 miles an hour along a complex web of cables that stretch from the spinal cord to our muscles. Known as reaction time, this communication is faster in some individuals than others. This can be down to genetics or rigorous training, like Anthony's martial arts.
To demonstrate one of my skills, this is a really old martial arts skill, and it's called candle punching.
Because the old classic martial arts technique is you're not allowed to touch them, right?
No.
You're trying to generate a specific airflow.
Yeah. Now,
and can you get one of these individually out?
Yeah, look, I can blow out all 3, or the first, or the second, or the third, or, which is really cool, just the middle candle.
Oh. Oh, all 3 in one go. You reckon that you can do putting out the middle one? Oh! Oh!
Watch how it's done. So how cool is that?
That is, I mean, these are virtually next to each other, and it looks like that's impossible.
It does. I think that as humans, we can do anything. If you have that will, you can do it.
And you have that unbelievable sense of self-driven will. You just think, I can do this.
I am going to do it.
So is there any way that you think there could be some sort of genetic advantage that you've got that's come down through your family in any way?
Well, yeah. I know Dad was super strong. He could pick up a 44-gallon drum of petrol, you know. Grandfather Kelly setting off rabbit traps with his finger and that.
That is really interesting that your past generations have got things that are sort of similar.
Yeah.
It seems so incredible, really, that you're, and don't take this the wrong way, quite a simple man. You like to live a simple life, but you've got this intensity about you. Have you got any kind of mantras that you've stuck with throughout your life?
Yeah, my motto is very simple. It's practice is the key to success.
Now this is making sense. It comes down to everything, sensory perception, body perception.
It is, but to be in the zone and to be in that moment and to be pulling this off for real, it is what I assumed as that 16-year-old boy that martial artists could do.
Like, this is an interesting story coming together.
It is, yeah.
But I like to get results. So I've got some ideas on how we can set up some scientific tests, because someone that holds 45 world records is different, and I want to know why.
Anthony has spent a lifetime honing and sharpening his skills, which he believes he's inherited. To find out if he's right, I'm taking him to meet a human movement expert at one of the UK's top sports science institutions, Plymouth's Marjon University. Having studied the reaction times of elite athletes, Professor Andrew Edwards should be able to determine the key to Anthony's super fast reactions.
Professor Edwards, good to see you. So, got some tests set up. Where are we going to start?
Right, I think the best thing for us to start with, Tom, is basic, simple reaction times. I think, Tom, if we start with you as a control, and we can have you as the baseline, and let's see where we go from there.
Right.
Right.
Now you get to prove exactly how quick you are.
Come on, mate. the challenge is afoot.
So, what have we got to do?
All we need to do, Tom, is every time you see a cross appear in the box, hit that space bar as quick as you can, and that's going to be an indication of your basic, simple reaction time.
Okay, perfect.
With neither of us having had any previous training in this test, this is a great way to find out our baseline reaction speeds.
Come on.
Quite requires some concentration, this one. Right.
Yeah, right. How have you done? Your average reaction time is 300 milliseconds.
And what's that like?
Pretty good. You're in that normal range, Tom. Not perhaps exceptional.
Anthony,
the pressure's on now.
So, what have the scores been?
So we can see that Anthony's scored 275. So Tom, you were about 300. So it's about 10% faster on this task.
So a little bit, but not excessively faster. Okay, so given that, it's obviously just on a computer. Where do you reckon we should take it next?
Well, I think we should probably start looking at building in a level of physicality.
All right.
Good one.
Come on. Whoa, now this looks high tech. It looks very cool. What does it do? How does it work?
Well, essentially what we're going to be looking at here is your ability to respond to a visual stimulus, so a light will come on, and your ability to respond to a sound.
Cool.
So we're really interested to see what your triggers are, I think, and how you compare. And
okay, yeah, absolutely. Right, shall I go first again? Oh.
This more physical test should be much more up Anthony's street.
Oh, it's a bit quicker on that one.
You can hear it.
So, the first one was 0.65 of a second.
That doesn't sound very quick.
The second one was 0.62.
Yeah.
And the last one was 0.42.
Right, come on, Anthony, you're up.
Okay. Now, I'm going to adjust myself somewhat to Tom, because part of being a reaction man is to get, you know, into the fastest position possibly for me.
Okay. Whoa, that was quick. Oh, you had both there. Oh, he's good.
It's clear that Anthony has the edge on me in this test.
Felt good?
It's good. Oh,
they looked quick.
What a wonderful machine.
Go on then, what was the results?
Okay, so for the first one you got 0.34. On the second one you got 0.28.
Oh!
And on the third one you got 0.36.
That is twice as quick as what I was pulling off.
So now we're working. This is cool because we're playing with my time, the thousandths of a second. So the average for this, Professor?
Yeah, the average for this, you would be expecting, 450, 500 would be a normal score, and so the fact that you've scored 280 milliseconds is very fast. Right, so I think we'll go over to the Batak machine and see how
Okay,
you both
cool.
get on.
This should be fun.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Let's have a go
So
at
you're
this.
going first?
Yeah, I'm going first. And the lights come on and you just have to hit them.
Get ready.
I am ready.
Good work.
Go.
This piece of equipment is used by elite athletes to test and improve both their reaction time and hand-eye coordination.
You're going well. I'm impressed. You know, look,
Time out.
your score is amazing. 64.
64.
That's mad.
Pretty good.
I have a definite advantage though, being
dunno.
a bit taller and a bit longer. It's a
it's
big
weird.
machine, isn't it?
Go.
My little long legs. Come on there. Oh, I can't even see. It's way too out of my reach. Where are you?
Time out.
Oh, wow.
Not bad.
Right.
So, Anthony, 54, Tom,
64.
Hey.
These reaction time tests have revealed a key point.
If you think about it, the test that most replicates Anthony's skills, which is catching, is in this area, isn't it?
I don't ever train outside that circle of endangerment for myself.
That's interesting.
Anthony's reaction times are only super fast within a range that he's trained. Could his extraordinary catching skills be purely down to years of martial arts practice?
Is there anything else that we can try and get some data from?
Well, I think what we need to do now is look at some data capture, and we can actually start to model how you respond.
All right, let's go.
Okay, this looks interesting, Professor.
Yeah, well, look, this is where we're going to model you catching a tennis ball.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be really interesting for us to see how you catch it, where you catch it, exactly what is the ingredient there that's leading to your success.
Okay, great. Let's
Super
get into
impressive.
it. So what have we got to do?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so first things, we need to get you fitted up with some reflectors.
This test will find out if Anthony has simply trained so much he knows where the ball will be before it's even fired and is positioning himself beforehand to catch it.
Okay.
All right, what's the next step?
Right, so I think the next thing for us is to start firing some tennis balls at you.
Wow.
Get you in position. And
Let's go.
Or is he actually seeing it, following its trajectory and moving to catch it?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
That's good.
Go. Go.
We know that some people are born with quicker reaction times. Electrical impulses simply travel more quickly through their nervous system, but you can also speed up nerve conduction through practice. This process is known as muscle memory, which is the ability of our brains to store and recall certain muscle movements. When a movement is repeated over time, a long-term memory is created for that task, eventually allowing it to be performed without conscious effort, like a reflex, decreasing the need for attention and increasing reaction time. Could Anthony have been born with quicker reaction times and then supercharged them with years of martial arts training?
All right. What have we got then? Oh, great technology.
I've lost a lot of weight.
lost a bit of weight. What we can see, it's really interesting about how you're bracing yourself and actually you're bringing both hands in here to catch this. You're anticipating. Every little microsecond is counting there. I think this anticipatory positioning, for me, that's what I'm seeing here. And it's those fractions really in the preparation. They're absolutely vital.
So, Professor, I've got one last question. Seeing what you've seen and working with the elite athletes that you do you think this is a hereditary skill that's inherited, or do you think it's a trainable skill?
I think it has to be a combination. It's part innate,
Yeah.
but it's also very much part due to a lot of dedicated training.
Thousands of hours.
Thousands of hours.
You know
and I have
about
the scars to prove it.
Anthony has already proven he can catch super fast tennis balls, but to test his skills further, I've come up with an incredibly tough trial. One that will push his speed catching to the limit. And it's not tennis balls anymore, it's arrows.
Oh, come on. I didn't think you were going to have this. Well, you look like you've got a professional here.
Chris, meet Anthony.
Hi, how are you?
The challenge is going to be how many arrows you can catch in 1 minute with one archer.
Yeah,
Up for it?
Yeah, I'm a ninja, always ready to go.
Awesome.
Good one. If you could, please, Chris, stand here. I'll shoot on down the line.
So, before you guys start, maybe do a few practice arrows, let them go past at the target so you get a feel for it.
Yeah.
We've got medics on site, and then only when you're ready, we'll start the clock. Whoa.
While the tennis balls may have hurt, these arrows will be travelling fast enough to kill.
Okay.
How's that?
Good. Let's get this stopwatch out and let's get into it. And the ninja will turn his skills on.
Right. I just want to show everyone, this is legit. Look at that, metal pointed arrows, fairly sharp. I mean, we've got medics on standby, but if this goes wrong, it could go quite wrong. But he's comfortable, the archer's a pro, so here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The archer is just 20 feet away from Anthony, meaning the arrow will reach him in under a second. Just for the brain to receive the data that the arrow has been fired takes a normal brain 1/5 of a second, let alone processing the information needed to move and catch it.
Archer, stand by. Medics ready? Anthony, when you call the first one, I'll start the clock.
Right. Hiya! Cha! Come on, put him in there, Chris. Cha! Whoa! Little shard to death. Just relax over there, you ambulance blokes.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh yeah, you got the rhythm now.
Cha! Okay.
35 seconds gone. It's another one.
Cha!
Oh, 15 seconds left.
Cha! Whoa! The power of the ninja.
10 seconds.
Give us one more, come on. Cha!
4, 3,
Here we go. Thank you very
2,
much.
1. Right, that's it. Come on,
Okay.
how many have you got?
Cool. Well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
What about that poor little fella? Does he count? He just couldn't handle my energy.
The ninja skills.
Yeah.
Man, that was absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
What did you think?
I thought it was absolutely terrific. I've never seen anything like it.
Thank you. Not bad for a 52-year-old ninja.
Well, I wanted to set the challenge,
Yeah.
but you were awesome, man.
Cool, thank
Good.
you.
Now that was a deadly challenge, potentially deadly. When you're catching arrows out of the air and one goes slightly awry or you get it wrong, it can end up in your arm or worse. But with his precision, he manages to pluck them out of the air.
Through a combination of physical and scientific tests, I've discovered that his skills stem from a mix of genetics and training. Fast reaction times may well be part of his DNA, but years of dedicated martial arts training have sped them up to superhuman levels.
Whoa! Anthony Kelly definitely makes it into my extraordinary humans.